Hey everyone, and welcome to the Entrepreneur YouTube channel. Today I'm really excited because I am going to be sharing with you some of the key takeaways and insights that I have learned from interviewing the various entrepreneurs I've spoken to for the Entrepreneur podcast. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to summarize some of the key takeaways and key lessons that I learned and the themes that came up again and again in the interviews I've been doing. So first and foremost, the thing that's come up many times across all of the interviews is the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. The importance of community, the importance of good board of advisors, the importance of a good mentor, and the importance of really good people on your team, either co-founders or team members that you hire. Now, it might seem obvious, but I firmly believe in this idea of community. It's part of the reason I created the entrepreneur community. And research shows again and again and again that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So when you are growing a business, when things are really challenging, when things are really tough, those 5 people that you spend the most time with, or those 5 people in your business that you rely on most for advice, have to be really, really good quality people. So make sure you are focusing on the community you surround yourself with, and you are being very careful in selecting the right community to tap into. That was one big takeaway. The second was the importance of protecting our health. Now again, as founders, we are all so busy and often pulled in a million different directions all at the same time. But if we are not well, if we are not taking care of our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, everything else will suffer. And I know from experience that when I've been feeling just drained of energy or a little bit tired, or just, I haven't been exercising as regularly or getting as much nutrition as I know I should, my performance has definitely suffered. My business has suffered. My relationships with the people in my business have suffered. And so we need to be very, very careful about guarding our health in whatever ways we can. For some, it might mean, going for a daily bike ride or a jog or a run or a gym session. For others, it might mean a long walk or taking a stroll with your dog. For some people, it's just having a conversation with a friend on the phone who will sort of pick you back up when things are feeling a bit tough. And for others, it's something else entirely. Whatever it is for you, make sure you are carving out time for your sanity, for your mental health and your physical health. And this isn't just me saying it. This is, some really heavy hitters that I've interviewed in the podcast who are saying this as well. The third thing is to never be afraid to kill your darlings, as it were. So again, as founders, we get so deeply committed to this one vision and this one idea. And that's great. But that vision and an idea that is just on a piece of paper, when it comes into the world, might have an entirely different impact and an entirely different reaction from your target customer than you anticipated. So don't be afraid to pivot, to learn, to listen to feedback. It doesn't mean you constantly get swayed by every suggestion that comes your way. All it means is that you are open to feedback and filter it and then use it to modify, potentially change, or just tweak your business or your product. The fourth lesson that comes up across the various conversations I've had is the importance of staying on top of industry knowledge. So again, this might sound like an obvious thing, but when we get so focused on building our business, it's almost like we create this bubble around us and we lose sight of the bigger world, of the conferences going on, of the meetup groups, of the networking groups, etc. And we constantly need to be tapping into these sources of knowledge because things can change really, really quickly. And lastly, the fifth theme that has come across all of this in big and small ways is to remember to have a bit of fun, to remember to laugh, and to actually, in some instances, to force yourself to laugh even in your darkest moments, but also to remember that you chose this journey, you chose this path, you chose to become an entrepreneur, not to have a very serious and somber life, but to have fun, to explore, to see what you're made of, and to fulfill your potential. So don't forget to laugh and to have fun along the way. Business is important, it is serious, but it doesn't have to be somber. So whatever it is for you, find ways to inject a bit of levity, a bit of fun, and enjoy the ride, because it is a ride. It's a roller coaster ride is how I often talk about it, and you've probably experienced it yourself. So don't just take it from me. These are the 5 themes that came up again and again and again in season 1 of the Entrepreneur podcast. So please listen to the full interviews at the that we've done with the various entrepreneurs we've spoken to, and you'll hear from them directly their various insights. And we look forward to speaking to you next time. Thanks.